Hi, I'm Donna Dewberry, the original creator of the FolkArt one-stroke painting technique. Welcome to the Let's Paint Studio right here at Plaid. Learning to paint has never been as easy as when I teach you how to load a brush with multiple colors where you can blend, shade, and highlight with one stroke of the brush. Our new program with Let's Paint FolkArt One Stroke this year is going to be all about learning how to paint 50 different types of flowers. And as you can imagine, 50 flowers makes the possibility endless to be able to paint floral designs. I'm thrilled that you've chosen to join me on this one-stroke journey. So let's paint. Today we're going to paint a Delphinium, and we're going to use our reusable teaching guide with my strokes on it, my actual size strokes for you to practice. We are using FolkArt multi-surface paint. We're using magenta, wicker white, violet pansy, citrus green, and sap green. We're going to use the one-stroke brush, the 5/8 angle. So let me show you how we're going to do this. We're going to practice on the back first thing. We're going to wipe off with a baby wipe or a wet paper towel, and we're going to do all these strokes, and as we learn them, we're going to go paint them on our project. So the first thing I want to do is I just want you to see that I like to tap this and spread them out just a little bit. And when we're going to do the stem first so that we can put the flowers on it. So that's where we're going to start. You're going to decide what color you want on the toe. So we've got the toe and the heel. The toe is the lighter color on this project, but you could have darker edges, outside edges on here, which means it would be the sap green on the toe. But I'm going to use a citrus. So we're going to come right here and load this brush. It's like a flat brush, but it's at an angle. So as you're loading it, you do load it like this, flat, like it is a flat brush, but that's not how we're going to stroke with it, okay? So you're going to go back and forth, work it so it's in to the bristles at least 2/3 full, okay? So now to make sure that's right, I'm going to come right here and pull it down and see if we like the color. Now, we can do a little, since it's a little toe down here, we can do a little bit of a leaf. We can come out and back with that toe. All right, I even numbered the leaves for you, the strokes. You can pull back some, or you can push down and pull to a point. This is just a little leaf that a small one that I add in there sometimes, but not this main leaf. Okay, so I'm going to come out and back down, out and back down. So as you're coming out, you're laying it out, and then you're going to lay this citrus outward so that, watch this, we come up to a point and then we lay it out to the side, come up and lay it out to the side. All right, so even this part of the sleeve, where it goes up, it comes back down and then back. All right, so it's actually not that hard with this brush. It makes it easier. Then as we're pulling our stem down, we're going to have these blossoms that are going to keep all the way down here on these stems. Now these stems, I will come up like this, and the ones up here all come down. Okay? So that's how I would practice them. And so now what we're going to do is you're going to have me at home with you right here, my strokes. So practice on that, wipe it off, and let's go paint this on first, okay? Now I'm going to pick up fresh paint, work it in. All right, if you're on a dry surface, but this is a nice smooth surface, we're going to come up. If you're on a dry surface, you would get a little bit of floating medium. But we are on a nice smooth surface. All right, so we're going to come here. This little one's going to be our pink, and then I'm going to come down here a little bit. So I want to be up on the tip so I can pull some little greenery in here, and the little flower colors are going to come, little buds out there. And then we have some of these that come out like this. Those are some of these little ones I was showing you, these. So you could take and bring them in, or you could do them out like I just showed you. And so there's these little pieces down going along here that do this, and between where you're doing all the little blossoms. Okay? Now, okay, let's do a couple of these leaves. So we're going to go up and back, up and back. We want to point. All right, and then out and down, out and down. Okay, so we pull our stem. Now, I want to change because I did change the color, and so I want some sap on the outside of a couple of them on our piece. All right, so I'm going to come right in here, and I'm going to control this and make it smaller. A little bit smaller. And then we have one coming down on both sides. And then pull a stem. So I'm just going to repeat that. Okay, so let's go practice and learn these blossoms that are going to go on there. So we have two different colors, and as we're just going to practice it with the violet pansy, and then we'll go and paint the magenta in afterwards because we'll know the stroke by then. So I am on the pink. I'm going to start in here with the violet pansy. Oops. On the outside. See how we stroke this, and then we can do these as little buds. But I'm going to, that would be putting the dark violet pansy on the outside, but we want the white on the tip, on the toe, and the violet pansy on the heel. Okay, so you have to think about that before you load the brush. See, even I started with another color. So we're going to come down here and make sure we've got the color. So let's come here. We're going to go up and pull down. Now this brush works perfect on small strokes like this and the leaves, but it doesn't work on shoving the point, the toe up. Usually you want to pull the toe, but it works for all these little blossoms and that leaf with short little segments. Okay? So you see how that was so much like the leaves? All right, so then it shows you how to layer it on here. So it's important that you try this before you go to your project because you can see that you can learn from that. Stroke, stroke, stroke. Okay, so we're going to wipe this off and we're going to go, this is the same thing but magenta and white. And so let's fill our stocks full of pretty blossoms. We're going to have that here just to refresh you as you go. All right. So we're going to flatten this angle brush. So we're going to start at the top up here. And I like having that bright white. So I'm just pulling this in. See, I got plenty of violet pansies that we just need to pick up the white toe on here. All right, so we can get a little bit heavier. All right, and now we're going to do those little blossoms that have 5 petals. 1, 2. So there we go with the point. And we're going to continue doing this. Okay, I'm going to switch and pick up magenta and white. So see, I put them on both sides of the white in my double loader so it was easy to pick it up right here and work it in. All right. And to finish up our project, we need to come in here and just touch. You could touch it with the handle of the brush, but I'm just going to pick up my 2 script liner and put little dots in here. You can put citrus or sap in the center. I had so much fun today sharing how easy it is to paint these flowers. They turned out gorgeous. Remember, practicing on the reusable teaching guides right over my strokes gives you so much painting confidence. Thank you for joining me here in the studio. And remember, we just learned one more of the flowers from the A to Z one-stroke floral painting sets. And I would love for you to take pictures and share them on our Let's Paint with Plaid Facebook group by hashtagging Let's Paint Challenge. Come on, everybody, let's paint.